Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. So Nate's laying in bed and I just thought I would pop on and do a story time live while I get my skincare on. Because I've done a moisturizing mask and now getting ready for bed. I was like, let me get my skincare, and while I do that, and I was trying to think, I was like, I want to do a story time, but I don't know what story to tell. And so I froze water. So I was like trying to think of a story to tell you guys, and then I thought, oh, I know one. I know a good story time. So you guys know that I'm in recovery from drugs and alcohol. I've been sober since July 13th of 2015, and all one day at a time. But so I spent like 13 years in active addiction from the time I was about 18 till the time I was about 33. So whatever that is, how many years is that? I'm not sure. So before I got sober, I used to have to really hustle to get my drug money, because what would happen is I would lose my jobs. Okay, so let me tell you what's the deal. Let me give you the backstory. So the year was 2012. I had just gotten kicked out of the halfway house for the third time. I was living on my friend Kaylee's couch, Kaylee and Hunter. And I had just met my husband. I think we had been dating for like 10 months, almost a year. And we were, hitting it hard. We were getting high every day. We had a prescription for methadone, but it was 365 methadone 10s. And what we would do was we would sell them to our drug dealer, and he would pay us $500 for the prescription. And we would, for half the prescription. Was it half the prescription or for the whole? I can't remember. Anyways, we'd get $500. And then we would use that money to buy Roxy's, right? Because that's what we did. We shot Roxy's and Dilaudid, y'all. And meth all the time. So I had a job, you guys, working for this restaurant when I met Neil called Cajun's, okay? And because I had gotten fired from Kroger and I started working for Cajun's. And when I worked at Cajun's, you guys, I was skinny. So I wore these little booty shorts, these little khaki booty shorts, and black tank top that was real tight, and my tan legs and everything else. I always like. And I was a bartender and a cocktail waitress. And I worked up on the patio, okay? So I'd be out there just, doing my thug fizzle, just floating, Hey, how you doing? Can I get you something to drink? Just talking to the guys. And one night I went in, okay? And so stupid. I had been up on like a meth bender, right? So I was like really, really tired. I think it was like my third or fourth night up without any sleep. So I was like starting to like lose my shit, I was starting to like see shit whenever I would be walking around. Because when I would stay up for too long without any sleep, I would like see tracers and stuff. When I would try to drive down the road, I would feel like people were running out in front of me and I was going to run them over, and I would just slam on my brakes in the middle of the road. And I would see shadow people like everywhere, you guys, and we would call them Nanichis. They were called the Nanichis. So there was Nanichis everywhere. And I'm like trying to get ready for work. And so I get ready for work, and Neil's like, are you sure you want to go in? And I'm like, yeah. I just need to get a couple Xanax and I'll be fine. So on the way to work, we called our drug dealer. His name was Z. We called Z, and he met me there and dropped me off a couple bars. Well, I took the bars and went to work, and This time the bars kicked in like really hard because I had been up for days without any sleep. And so I was tripping, and I was like walking around trying to wait tables like, hey. And I'm drinking a whole bunch of fucking alcohol behind the bar when I'm not supposed to, just like not giving a fuck who's watching me, right? And so all of a sudden I hear my manager like paging me on the speaker thing. He's like, Nicole, I need you to come up to the office and bring your cash. And I was like, okay. So I go up to the office. It's like 12 o'clock at night. We didn't close till 3 because like a club in the nighttime. So I go up there and he's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, listen, I got to let you go. Like, I can't have you up here like this. And I just started crying. I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, I have to let you go. Like, you can't work here anymore. He knew I was high. And I was crying. I was like, please, man, don't fire me. He's like, no, call Neil and have him come pick you up. Because he knew Neil. That's how I got the job, is because he was friends with my husband. So I called Neil and I was like, hey, I need you to come get me. He's like, what's wrong? I was like, just come get me. So he came and got me. And I was crying, and I was like, I got fired. I lost my job, you know. And this would happen all the time, you guys. Like, I lost my jobs all the time because I would be high like that. So he was like, don't worry. Let's just go home and relax, and everything will be fine. You know, we'll find another job. You're such a good worker. It'll be fine. We'll find you a new one. And I was like, okay. So we went home, snuggled up in bed, and went to sleep. And the next day, Neil took me back to my apartment because, you know, I was staying on the couch. So he took me back to my apartment, and we were like kind of just needing to get high because you know how it is whenever you are like coming down off the dope and you feel like shit, but you like know that you feel like shit from the meth, so you need to get a downer, you know? So I was like, let's get some Roxy's because we didn't have any more. And Neil was like, well, I don't have any money. And I was like, come on. What do you mean you ain't got no money? He was like, I don't have any money. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, well, fuck it. It's not a big deal. I said, just take me over to Dillard's. And he was like, okay. So Neil takes me to Dillard's, and I was like, no matter what, do not come in after me if I don't come out. I go into Dillard's, you guys, and I have done this so many times before. And I walk over, because it's Tuesday, and that's when they get their shipment, okay? It's Tuesday, and I go in there, and I get 6 purses, okay? 2 Dooney and Burke's, 2 of those Brahmin purses, and 2 Lucky Brand purses. All of them are leather. All of them are $100 a piece, at least. I got 3 on this arm and 3 on this arm. And I just book it out the side door. Or I'm going to the side door. I'm about to hit the door. Like, I'm literally about to hit the door, right? I'm like, the door will not open. They have hit the button and they have me locked in the store. I turn around to run the other way, and there's the Popo. There they are. He said, what are you doing? And I literally just went, and all the purses went and hit the ground. He grabbed me by the back of my shoulder right here, and he's like, do I have to put you in handcuffs? And I was like, no. Like, I give up, you know? And he took me back to that office, and I was like, shit, I'm going to go to jail. And I'm like nervous, you know? I'm like, Neil, don't come in. And so he's checking my pockets. I have a knife. To cut the tags off, I have this little thing that takes the security tags off, and I have a pair of toenail clippers also for the tag thingies. And he's like, oh, you came prepared. He's like, well, who's waiting for you? Where's he at? Is he outside in the parking lot, or is he in the store? I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I came by myself. He's like, no, you came with somebody. Where is he at? I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm alone. He goes, okay. And he calls the police to come get me, because he's a police officer, but he's like off duty just doing security there. The police called him back, and they're like, listen, we have something else going on. Just write her a ticket and let her go. Are you kidding me? So he writes me a ticket and tells me to never come back. And I ran my ass out of that Dillard's. I run outside and I'm looking for Neil. There's his truck, right? I'm like, oh, hell yeah, there's Neil's truck. So I go over to the passenger side. I try to open the door. He's not in there. I said, fuck, I told him not to come looking for me. So I jump in the bed of his truck and I'm laying down. I'm like, on the bed of his truck. Laying down, I'm waiting for Neil. I'm like, God, motherfucker, please do not say anything. And I'm thinking, he went back in there looking for me, and they're going to take him to jail. They're going to get him. They're going to get him. And, like, literally, I laid in the bed of that truck for 10 minutes waiting. It felt like 30 minutes. And then all of a sudden, I hear Neil coming out. He's like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, my God. I said, I was scared that they got you. He goes, I went back in there looking for you, but I couldn't find you anywhere. So I thought, oh, shit, she's done got caught. And I was like, yeah. I said, I did. And then I showed him the ticket. And you know what happened, guys? I never went to court on that ticket. And so I ended up literally having to pay $2,000 fine and go to these classes for, I call them the no shoplifting classes, where you go and you sit there for like 5 hours and this lady teaches you about not stealing. And, but that was my gig. That's what I did. I would hit Dillard's every time I needed money because I could get a bunch of those purses, those $100 purses. And then I would take them to my dope man's old ladies, you know, and sell them to them for like half price, you know, $50, $70, and get me, you know, some pills. And so, yeah, that's what I did all the time on Xanax, all the time. So that time they let me go. Then another time I was in Walmart, right? And I was high as hell off Xanaxes. And I went in there, I had on a brand new pair of fucking black Nikes. And for some reason, I take off my black Nikes, put on a pair of like $2 flip-flops from Walmart, and put my Nikes in the box and leave them there. And I was walking out the door and they caught me. And the lady goes to me, she goes, why would you leave your Nikes for a pair of $2 flip-flops? But when you're high on Xanax, like, it makes you want to take stuff. It gives you this like, it's like your balls, your cojones, they're so big, they're like hidden in the ground, man. You could just go and take anything you want, you know? Oh, but that's what they did. They would like, literally, I would be like fucking Cheech and Chong running through there like, oh, I'm such a bad bitch, I'm an essay. So, yeah, true story. I'm not proud of that one, though. I feel like kind of guilty for doing that because I don't like people to think, oh, well, she's a thief. She's a thief, you know. I would never, like, rob my friends. But I did. I'm not even going to lie. I did steal the fuck out of some shit from stores, you know. Jordan, yes. I've been there too, girl. I've been there too. But, you know, when we're on drugs and stuff, we don't like, first of all, I don't know about you guys, but like, I couldn't keep nice shit. I would like get nice outfits and then other tweaker girls would come over to my house and steal my shit. Or I would go over to their house. And then I was like always living on somebody's couch. So I would always be living out of like suitcases. So a lot of times girls would just take my shit. And it sucked. But, you know, I can laugh about it now. And I kiki with you guys because it is fucking hilarious to think about how bold I was. But I think that just goes to show you, like, that's how desperate I was. Like, I wasn't, like, living the high life, rich as fuck, had all the money in the world, just fucking eating drugs all day long. It wasn't like some Scarface shit, you guys. Like, I had to hustle to get drugs, you know? At the beginning, it was like Scarface shit because I had a job and I hung out with like dope dealers and stuff and guys that had a bunch of dope. But then when I got with Neil, you know, he had money, but then we ran through all of it. And so I would have like good spurts of time where we had money and stuff, but for the most part, it was like a hustle. And Neil depended on me to do the hustling because, he wasn't street smart like I am. And I know it's probably not something to be proud of, but like I'm proud of myself for having kind of like adapting, you know what I mean? Like you could put me anywhere and I could adapt to my surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Like I think you guys know what I mean. Y'all can relate to. Um but I had to tell you guys that story because for the longest time, I had an obsession with bags. Like, I would go out and get so many purses, you guys. So many beautiful leather bags. And, I still love carrying, like, really beautiful bags. But, like, I have to be gifted them because now that I'm a mom, I feel guilty buying those for myself. So, like, my mom and dad on my first year of sobriety, they bought me a new Coach purse. Yeah, me too. Neil, I don't think I've told you guys that story. I'll tell you guys that story next because it's hilarious. But, it'll have to be for another day. It's just funny because you guys, like the way I'm telling you, I literally was like running to the door and I'm skinny, remind you. I have got all these purses and I'm running to the door and I go boom and it just stopped. The door just goes and I was the terror that comes over you when you're getting busted shoplifting. It's like, I almost shit my pants because I was like, I'm going to fucking jail. Oh, look at this dog, you guys. Onyx, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? This is our spare bedroom. It's just an old bed we have in here. We do our like laundry on there and stuff. I'm going to show you guys Paco's Santa outfit. Where's Pakanaka? No, Daddy's not home yet. I think he's in here. Hey, Bama. Hey, girl. Yeah, just so you know, like I do tell story times about my old life because, well, damn it, they're funny. But I always want you guys to know, like I always try to remember, yeah, I did some crazy shit when I was in my addiction. And it's funny, like I can look back now and laugh. Paco. Oh, here he is. But back in the day, I wasn't laughing about it. Like it was depressing. Come here, my baby. I want to show them what you look like, little teek. Come here, my shinaka. My little poop. Come here, my little poop Santy. Hey, little poop. This is Santa's little helper, you guys. Come here. Come here, my little poop. Oh, my little poop. Oh, I love you. Oh, he loves me, guys. I love you, too. This is Jetta. Say hi, Jetta. Oop. This is Neil's dog. This is Jetta. Jetta, say hi. Say hi. Aww. She loves me. Say hi. Say hi. So I love the little dogs, you guys. Now the big dogs. Whew, let me show you big Gizmo. What's wrong with Bama? Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. This is Gizmodo. Look at her. Just laying on the couch like she owns the place. I give these dogs all baths, you guys. So just so you know, because there's so many of them, I have to give their asses baths or else our house would smell like dog. I just got done vacuuming and cleaning up. And then there's a little Christmas tree. Nate's got some presents. I got him a new present, you guys. I got him this piano thing that he can dance on. You guys remember the movie Big? Look. Can you guys see that? Oh, okay. It's a piano pad. And this is our elf on the shelf. His name is Buddy. He just arrived there. The magic. So, anyways, ooh, my nose is itching. like in the inside, and I don't want to pick it. If you guys enjoy my story times, give this video a thumbs up. If you want to watch, hey, if you guys want to watch more story times, I have a whole playlist. Just go to playlists and you'll see storytime videos. I think there's like 40 storytime videos. If you'll go back to the oldest one, they'll go in order and you will die fucking laughing. Like, no lie. I've got prison story times on there. I've got story times of when I did meth for the first time and like had an orgasm. Crazy shit. But just remember, you guys, like, I'm not glorifying my drug use. Like, that shit fucking ruined my life. You know, I try to find humor in things because that's kind of a way that I cope with it. But, like, I don't ever want you guys to think that, like, no, it's not fucking cool. You know, it's just some shit that I went through and I like sharing with you guys. So, just remember that. I'm sorry about that. Yes, I just finished it. You'll have to rewatch it. I'm fixing to hang up now so you can watch it. So you're going to laugh your ass off. I love you guys, though, and I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a great day. Tomorrow's Nate's last day of school, so, you know, yeah. I know she, and that's, I just, you know, I tell those stories because it's like, yeah, that's what my life used to be like, you know. I used to be running the streets, stealing shit. So, I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Hasta mañana. Okay, bye.